What is going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you guys don't know who I am, my name is Austin Davis. I've been running a pressure washing. There go my $200 Oakley glasses that I just got, and no scratches, thank God. Anyway, guys, I've been running a pressure washing business here in Austin for the last 4 years, almost 4 years. It's freaking crazy how long it's been. And the progression in my journey has been pretty crazy. And it's honestly pretty humbling to go back and check out all my old videos and all my old pictures and all my old setup. Because I'm sitting here with my equipment and I'm actually here at my shop or my storage unit. I call it a shop. People always want to call me out because it's actually a storage unit. It's a 15 by 40 storage unit. Anyway, guys, I came here to go fishing. I'm picking up my Old Town 106 with a mini coater trolling motor. Let me just show you guys what's real quick. I'm gonna get into the video. Check it out, guys. The mini coater motor goes right there and it drops right into place, right in the middle, and then it disappears right underneath you. And I got my fishing gear and stuff here. Obviously, my shop has got a bunch of stuff in it. Some of it's trash and whatnot, but anyway, and here's my other kayak right here. I just picked up this one. What's up? All right. Anyway, guys, I walked to my storage unit and then I see my truck, and this brings up a really good topic that I've been getting a lot of requests about. And people because I've been getting a lot of new subscribers in, we're almost at 15,000 subscribers. I want to say we're at somewhere around 14,400. And a lot of people have been asking me about my equipment. Now, if you deep dive into my channel, you guys know all the equipment, journeys I've had. I've had another truck, and then I got this truck. I had my own hand-built platform. Then I got this platform that I got made by Polk Washers. Link in the description. By the way, it's 16 weeks out if you want to get a skid, just FYI. And some people want a further explanation on my power washing rig. So I figure right here while I'm waiting on the sun to go down, that way I can put my fishing lines in the water a little bit later. I might as well just go ahead and film this video real quick. And I'll do a nice dive into my equipment. All right, so here is the skid. Now, the whole theme about this skid, guys, the reason why I had this put together and the way I got it put together, the reason why it's put together the way it is because I'm trying to achieve efficiency, okay? Time savings, not, it's a straight time. I'm looking to get in and get out. And some people, when they comment on my channel, because I'm always talking about how I can clean a driveway in 15 minutes or I do a house wash in 45 minutes. Like, Austin, you should be more concerned about, taking the time to clean the house and making sure you prioritize doing a good job versus saving time. And it's like, no. The house is going to look good. It's going to look very good, okay? I wouldn't be 4 years into the business if I wasn't concentrating on having my projects look good. If they didn't look good, I don't believe I'd be in this position right now. So obviously the houses look good. But for this, I need to get in and get out, guys. I'm not here to stand around all day in the 105-degree heat. We're having record heat right now in Austin, Texas. It's freaking crazy. So it's very imperative that I get in and get out of my projects. So obviously, to start that off, we have 8 gallon per minute Honda GX690. I believe it's got almost 97 hours. I had another Honda that had 40 hours before it blew up. So on this rig with this whole setup, I probably have 150 hours worth of work time. Okay, so 8 gallons per minute. I had a 4 gallon per minute washer, which is just fine getting into the business. It's a perfect starter unit. I actually probably wouldn't recommend getting an 8 gallon if you're just getting started, just because you don't even know what you're doing. You probably don't even know if you like pressure washing. I would start with the beginner stuff, save yourself some money, put some more money into marketing, and don't go out and get yourself a big old one of these or a big old trailer just yet until you really figure out the nitty gritty of the business. Not until you figure out if this is something you like doing, not until you figure out what you're doing, like how to clean certain stuff. All these things, all these check marks in your business and your experience should be checked off before going and spending $15,000, $20,000 on one of these bad boys, okay? So that's just my thoughts on that. So after the 8 gallon per minute, obviously we need some hose reels. As far as how to get more efficient, it's a couple things. Having good flow, and then having an easy way to tear down and set up. So, before, if you don't have a skid or you don't have hose reels, what are you doing? You're taking out all this hoses out of your truck. You're laying it all over the floor, and you're trying to untangle them. You're trying to find the spigot, all this stuff. On this one, on all these hose reels, I have it set up with the locking mechanism right here. One-handed. I can take it out, and then I can go to my hose spigot. And then I can just reel it up when I'm done. Obviously it's still leaking a little bit of water. I unhook it back on like this. Boom, now we're locked. I can go down the road. That's with all three hose reels. So I got my 150 foot of Flexzilla. Flexzilla is my favorite garden hose style hose. I got 200 foot of high pressure hose, and obviously that little locking mechanism is a little bent. I'll need to fix that. And then I got 250 foot of Curetech soft wash hose, all ready to go. Easily on the right hand side, guys. I'm a big right hand side, hose reel mounter. It makes absolutely no sense to put them on the left side of your truck, on the driver's side of your truck. Well, because here in America, unless you're watching this in some other country in England, when you pull up to the house, your truck, the right side of your truck is facing the house. You want the hose reels facing the house. That way you can work around the house with your hoses and then come back around the front of the house and then roll your hose reel towards the truck. That way you don't have to come around the truck and swing the hoses out in the street and roll them up from the left-hand side, guys. That makes no sense. Be smart, okay? So I believe these are King's reels. I've had a lot of luck with King's reels. You can get them from Polk Washers. You can get them from Google. You can go ahead and go to their website. Yeah, kingsprayers.com, I believe. They're great hose reels, guys. So outside of the 8 gallon per minute and the hose reels, the next step for being ultra efficient has got to be this remote downstream box, okay? Polk Washers, there you go. I'm not going to demonstrate this for you guys, but if you guys watch my channel, you guys can see all about this thing. So this thing is powered by a remote. Okay, sorry if the lighting's a little bad. I'm gonna try to make it a little better. It's powered by a remote. All you gotta do is turn it on right here. Boom, okay? And then you can hear it right here. Turn it on. Boom, okay? So you just heard that ball valve turn. Now every time I get on the trigger, it's going to suck whatever is in this tank. This is my bleach tank, okay? So if we look over here, it's got a Super Suds injector right there, okay? So this injector sucks whatever is going through this hose, and its hose comes right back here. There's the injector, comes right through here, down here, and it goes up into here, okay? And then it comes out the other side and it's pulling from this tank. Now, the cool thing is, once you're on the soap, if I ever want to go fresh water, I just go behind here and you can see my little valve, it's flush. So right now, if I were to turn on the injector, I would be flushing straight water through it. Or if I come back here and turn it, I'm now using SH, I'm pulling SH. So that's really sweet. So all I gotta do when I first get to a job is turn on my washer. First I would bring my hoses all the way around the house, turn on my washer, make sure that valve is on SH. Then all I gotta do is come out here, take my remote out of my box, close it back up. I know it's on because it's flashing. I got a flasher right here and a flasher right here. So let's say if I'm behind the house and I wanna make sure to see if it's on, all I gotta do is know that it's flashing. I know it's on. When I'm done, I can just hit this button, off, boom, and it turns off my injector. But before you turn it off, obviously you want to go back here, hit the fresh water, make sure it's on, and then go and flush out. Spend a few minutes just washing the concrete, flushing all that bleach out of there. Put that back like this. Okay, so I believe my truck is about 76 inches, 77 inches long. It's an extended cab, 2500 HD. So you should obviously, if you're gonna have this custom built for you guys, you need to get something that's custom built for your truck. Don't get something that's smaller. You want to get something that's exactly the size of your truck. That way it goes down the road nice. It's not wobbling around. It's sitting nice and tight in there. I think it's very important. So I got my 2 ladders up there. I got a 10-foot extended ladder, or no, 10-foot step ladder, and then I got my big 28-foot extended ladder up there. And then I got a nice little baby 4-footer versus getting up to the small things up there. Going back here, this is kind of how my pressure washer is set up, guys. Obviously, you got the machine, the pump, 8 gallon per minute pump. And this is how the water comes through, guys. Here's the water. Actually, let me go over here. I'll show you this. So as you can see in there, there's my water filter, so I can just unscrew this and clean out any of the debris in there. If I want to let out water, guys, all I got to do is take this, put it on here, turn the valve, and I can get that water out of my tank at any point in time. Maybe I want to take off a load of weight, or maybe if I want to wash myself off, I can just plug this in and then stick my head under here, wash my face off, wash my hands off, all that good stuff. So that's essential for me, guys. Coming over here, this is kind of the soft wash side of the truck. You got my 16 gallon soap tank, guys. I actually don't use this much. What I'm thinking about doing is taking this soap out and making a straight degreaser tank. Because when I'm soft washing roofs and stuff, the soap is already in the bleach tank. Because you gotta understand, this soap tank over here has nothing to do with my downstream setup. It's not pulling soap and bleach from two separate tanks. I put my soap in my bleach tank, which whenever I'm downstreaming, the soap comes from there. So there's already soap in here. So when I'm doing soft washing a roof, I don't need to turn on my soap valve, because that means I would have soap coming from the bleach and then soap coming from a separate tank. It's just soap overload. You don't really need to do that. So what I'm thinking about doing is taking this soap out and making like a designated degreaser, because I'm always finding myself needing degreaser and I always gotta get a pump up sprayer. It'd be nice just to turn on the soft wash pump and already have like a 10-to-1 ratio, like Gold Assassin already mixed up in the soap tank, and it's like that easy, you know what I mean? So let's go into this soft wash box here, okay? I'm not sure the exact dimensions on this soft wash box, but who cares about the dimensions? This thing is just, it's totally rad. Let's open it up real quick. You guys can see, I've actually modified this box. It came with two 5.5 gallon soft wash pumps, this is one right here. This is a 5.5 gallon one. This is a 7 gallon per minute pump that I put on there. Reason for that is nothing really. Honestly, it's the only thing that Power Wash Store had in stock. I remember my other 5.5 gallon per minute pump went out. It was acting up, and so I just went over to the Power Wash Store, which I have one locally. If you want any kind of equipment, Power Wash Store is a good store to go to. I said, hey, look, my pump went out. Do you got anything in stock? And they said, oh, I got the 7 gallon per minute pump. And I was like, huh, let's give that a go. So they plugged that in. They put some bigger line on it. I believe this is like 3/4 inch line, and that's 5/8 line. Nice Duralast marine cell battery. And then it's got a nice charging unit on the side. So all I got to do is come to my shop, plug in the power, plug it in right here, and then I know that my batteries are charging overnight. And then this obviously is my manifold. So you guys know how manifolds work. If you're just watching this getting started in the business, you can make a blend manifold system, but again, this goes back to what I was talking about in the beginning. Kind of going through the trials and tribulations of starting with your starter equipment. I think it's very important and very overlooked that, oh, you got to start the business with all the big expensive stuff. I'm not on that train, guys. I'm not on that train, because I've seen enough on Facebook of people selling their brand new equipment because they've either had a change of heart, they come into financial, upsets in their life, family things, emergencies going on, they need money, they need the money, right? So what the people are doing right now is they're financing their business. They're financing their equipment in the hopes that it works, rather than having the business finance the equipment. Okay, my business paid for this equipment. We did multiple huge projects which paid for all this in cash. Okay, but what people are doing is they're, using money that most times people don't have to buy stuff like this, or even worse, they're using debt to do stuff like this. I'm not a proponent. This is a totally different topic, but I'm not a proponent on, I'm not on the theory that debt is bad. I do think there's good debt. Like if you had an established business and you wanted to put this on debt, that way you can, hold your cash reserves and hold your liquidity, then we're on the same page. I agree with that. But I don't believe if you just watch a YouTube video, you get motivated, you go spend $15,000 of the bank's money, and then yippee-ki-yay, let's go do this. I am not on that train. You gotta start in the beginnings, okay? I'm telling you right now, once you start in the beginnings, you learn, okay? You turn into a professional learner. You go through all the steps, you get that good foundation. It's gonna make it so cool and so easy when you can finally get one of these. You just have all this knowledge coming in. You already know how all this works. You've gone through the 4 gallon per minutes. You've gone through the basic hose reels. You've gone through the batch mixing. All that's just so vital that I think you know, a young pressure washing business owner should have. Anyway, we're getting out of topic here. You guys know where I'm getting at. So this is my blend manifold system. Before this, I had a batch mixing system. Nothing wrong with batch mixing. I did it for 1.5 years. The blend manifold just makes it so much easier because the lines are already going to where they need to go. I don't need to batch mix anything. This is my 200-gallon water tank, 70-gallon bleach tank right here. So if I want to do a roof wash, I'll just go straight water. I'm going to go all the way on the bleach. And now I'm pulling 5 to 6% roof wash mix. If I want to wash some stone, I just take the bleach dial here, dial it back to 1/4. Now I'm shooting about a 3% mix. You know, if I want to, let's say my downstream system isn't working for any reason and I have to soft wash a house with just downstream mix, I can just go right here and just crack it a little bit to where I'm doing like about 1 to 1.5%. And now I'm cleaning a house the way it should be. So this is a really nice system right here. If you guys want to get yourself a little mini soft wash box with the box, the blend manifold system, the battery port and everything like that, that comes with the real hose and gun, you can get one from Polk Washers. I believe they're like $2,100. That's a steal, guys. You should, if you guys are in the market for one and you want one that's totally set up like that, there's nothing wrong with spending $2,100 and getting yourself a soft wash system, because you get into the big roof cleaning and stuff, you're gonna need to do that. But outside of that, guys, obviously we got some trash in here I need to get cleaned out. This is my soft wash gun. I'm not my soft wash gun, my pressure wash gun. A bunch of people have been asking about this. Okay, you know, I ordered all these parts separately and I put them all together. So we got what looks to be what kind of gun is this? The ST2305. Okay, we got a little 3/8 male end. Oh no, this is a female end. Quick connect, stainless steel. I believe this is a 1/4 inch female stainless steel fitting right here. And then we have our 3-banger J-rod holder. And then the tips are 5 to 8 gallon per minute M5 twist. And this is not a Davis shooter. This is just a stainless steel shooter from the Power Wash store, which works perfect. So you can get all this from the Power Wash store. I believe I'm somewhere around $215 all in on this setup. And then I have my, this is just my Lance. Okay, regular Lance. I'm pretty sure this one came with the Power Washer, guys. And then I just use a J-rod on the top. Works perfect. Wow, okay. Anyway, outside of that, we got a 5-gallon gas tank right here, which directly feeds the pressure washer. And yeah, guys, that is pretty much the nitty-gritty 15-minute overview of my skid. I don't think I'm missing anything. Outside of the truck that it sits on, you know, 2002 Chevy 2500 HD. I've been running this truck for about 2 years. It's been just a really solid truck, guys. I have 220,000 miles on it. Runs perfectly fine. I do believe if you're gonna get a setup like this and you wanna have big tanks on the back of your truck, you wanna get a 2500 or an F250, something, you know, a half-ton truck. So, because you're gonna be hauling a lot of weight, you know, 200 pounds of water, somewhere around 1,500 to 2,000 pounds, something like that. So it definitely weighs down your truck. You can definitely feel it when this thing is full on the truck. It's definitely slowed and definitely weighed down. I couldn't even imagine having a regular sized truck, like a 1,500 or even worse, like a baby truck, like a Nissan Frontier or something, and trying to do this. That would not work. Do not do that. You're gonna fry your brakes. Don't even try it. Get yourself an actual truck, or if you're gonna use an F-150 or a regular size truck, maybe pull a trailer, have smaller tanks. Maybe you just have a 100-gallon tank and not a 200-gallon tank. But when this thing is full, 200 gallons, and I got 70 gallons of bleach, that's 270 gallons. I mean, I'm pretty weighed down, guys. The skid probably weighs over 1,000 pounds already, so it's something to think about. But that's pretty much the full workover of my skid. If you guys are not already subscribed, hit the subscribe button. Also hit that like button. That would help me a lot. I'm fixing to take the kayak out and go do some fishing. We'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.